Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with some more Disney Mirrorverse, and today we're going to be going through Snow White's Thwarting Thorns event. And I'm just getting straight into it. We don't have any characters to showcase or anything. We've got no story to go through, so we're just going to be playing here. And we're just going to play through normal mode and get all, I believe there's 5 levels to it. We'll be fighting against Snow White, so we'll get to see her a little bit. I don't really know what she can do. And then hopefully if we have some time at the end, I can play some more of the Chapter 5 story mode, because I really need to get through that, and I need the orbs from it too. So, yeah, I find myself spending way too much time just talking about nothing at the beginning of these, so let's just get into it so we can then start talking about nothing. It's interesting, we're starting off with just these. There's nothing here. Okay. So there she is. She's got her huge pickaxe. It's fun to see her with like the white hair in the mirrored version of her, fractured version, sorry. Since she's always had black hair canonically. That should pretty much kill her. Alright. First level done in a minute. Sweet. Yeah, so I don't have any more free attempts to get Snow White or the Evil Queen, which is sad. And I'm not comfortable spending my orbs because if I hadn't had that experience with Hero, I probably would have been more comfortable doing it, because every time before that I'd gotten the character I was trying for within like 3 or 4 tries. But Hero really got me scared. I did a lot of pulls for him, and I didn't get him. So I'm saving up for now, either until I get a character I really want, or until I have a comfortable amount of orbs. And I think maybe I should even try to get Mickey or Hades the next time they come around, because I think they're going to always be exclusive to their respective events. Which so far, well, Jack Skellington was too, but thankfully I actually got him. So I don't have to worry about that now. But yeah, I don't have Hades or Mickey. So I might need to do that. But if they release another character that's exclusive like that, then maybe I'll just do it for them. Because it'll be kind of boring to get such an old character. But if I'm going to get all the characters, I got to do it at some point. But who knows? I'll end up spending my orbs on them, and then they'll be like widely released. And then I'll just end up regretting it or something. But so far, it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Because they can show up in the Stardust store as well, but that's only if you have already previously unlocked them. Which I guess maybe I should be checking it every day just in case they mess up or something. But I probably wouldn't even have enough currency to do it. I don't know what classes they are. I would assume Hades is probably like ranged, right? Maybe he's a tank though. And Mickey I could see as support, but maybe he's ranged too. He's got like the yellow color scheme going on. Maybe that's why I think he's ranged. If either of them were melee, I wouldn't do it, because I need to save up for Minnie, who apparently is very low tier. I guess that's something I could talk about. I saw the tier list that everybody references recently, so I'm up to date on where everybody's at. And the 3 characters I have in top tier are, I know one is Ariel, which was weird to me. Now I'm blanking, but I know that at least Baymax and Oogie Boogie, and I can't remember from left in this, but I know Belle. I think Belle is S tier. And then maybe Baymax is the other S tier. And then the others are all in A tier, so even if they aren't the best characters, they are pretty close. And then Tiana and Stitch were in like D tier, which in the videos I kind of talked about how I didn't think they were all that great, and apparently I was accurate in my assessment. I think they're cool additions, like their movesets just weren't anything special to me. And then I'm trying to remember who's in F tier. I can't remember. It's not that many. I feel like... Oh, Minnie is one of them. That's why I brought this up. So it's like, when I eventually get Minnie, she's just not going to be good, I guess. But yeah, she's an F tier. I honestly can't remember who the others are. But that one just stuck out to me because it's the one that seems like it's going to take the longest for me to get. And she's at the bottom of the list. But yeah, a lot of characters in like D tier, funny enough. Although there's a pretty good amount in A tier too. But very few in S and very few in F. So yeah, I guess if you were to bring in... Again, I believe it is Belle, Baymax, and Ariel in S tier, but my memory's a little foggy. I know Ariel for sure, which I've never really used Ariel, especially in the newer update. I played her when I unlocked her, but I don't think I have her all that leveled up anyways. I just got like her signature ability or something. So yeah, I don't know if I should try to use Ariel. Maybe they'll end up nerfing her when I get her leveled up. I feel like, yeah, Oogie Boogie definitely is not S tier, which is understandable, but I'm fairly confident he was A tier. Which kind of surprised me, because I just kind of like playing as him. I don't... And he seems to kill somewhat quickly, but his health is pretty bad. But that's why I usually play as him, because then you're kind of able to dodge all the attacks. You don't have to really worry about the attacks. Or like taking damage. So this event is going pretty quick, but we are just playing through normal mode. And then in my free time, I will probably play through some more of it. I really don't need the quest currency at this point. I'm trying to get all of like the exclusive profile icons and stuff, which I believe I've done every time before this too. So I have most of the player icons, other than the ones that cost orbs, because that's just a waste in my opinion, considering I need those for the characters. But there's a lot of exploding going on here. Let's try to get the Snow White real quick. There we go. Hopefully she has enough health this time that I can kind of see what's going on with her, because I still don't know what she's all about. So let's maybe actually target her, and then go up to her here. So yeah, main weapon is the pickaxe, which we can see here. Looks like, yeah, so she spiked down on the ground, and some spikes came up from the ground, which is cool. You can see it a little better here. Oh, never mind, she got killed. But we did see it once. It said something in Mirrorverse about like calling upon nature. And like in one of her icons, she has a bird on her finger. I thought maybe they would have something with that. And maybe there is, and I just didn't see it. But I think that would be a cool inclusion too. Although the characters like don't go too in depth with that stuff usually. I am already done with the event, so that's great. We can hopefully finish chapter 5 then. Yeah, so let's go in. Oh, I'm only on 5-4, then maybe not. I thought it was a little farther, but let's just go for a little while and see how it goes. We did pretty great on the Snow White event, and it didn't take too long either. Yeah, the events are just more fun when they actually have some dialogue and stuff, which they did do for Mr. Incredible and Heroes thing, so I know they can do it. So I'd love to see that some more. Or have them at least get integrated into the story then, so we can see them in action a little bit. That's kind of the main gripe I have with the story for Disney Heroes Battle Mode 2, is like they use mostly really old characters, where they add new chapters pretty frequently, so they hardly have the chance to be including those newer characters, I feel like. Unless they just don't have the rights to include them. Yeah, it might be something like that, where they're not allowed to have them interacting with the other characters, but if they were able to, or if like they had a series that was pretty safe. Like they're adding another Incredibles character with the Underminer, and we already have Incredibles characters in that story, so maybe we take this opportunity to bring the Underminer into the story, right? Alright, so we're pretty well leveled for this chapter, which means, you know, we should not only get through it pretty quick, but means we can probably do chapter 6 pretty good too, but chapter 7 might end up being difficult. I remember not getting through all of chapter 6 in the previous version of the game. I know it's altered a little bit, but I don't know how much. I honestly didn't realize that they were going to keep adding more storylines, to be honest. The Guardians enter another room of Oogie Boogie's Scare Factory, where his mindless fractured minions make mayhem for them. Ooh, I love my new fractured mirror toy so much, it's a scream. It's not a toy, you fool, and I would gladly take it off your hands. Why do I think that would be worse? We already saw Maleficent with it, and she sucked. We beat her. And we're going to beat Oogie, too, because the next villain is Hades. Is it? Maybe not. But I know we recruit Oogie Boogie pretty soon, if not at the end of this chapter, if my memory is correct. Yeah, I didn't realize they were going to be adding a chapter 7 even. I thought they might be done adding new stories. The original version of the game had 3 acts, and we only got through like some of Act 2, and then they just completely reset it, so... But that was a completely different story too, I think. I mean, they probably had the same general idea where... I think they were getting to the point where they were recruiting Maleficent, but it was a little different. So let's stun Maui. Do this too. And this. And he's halfway dead. And he's dead. Nice. I would imagine we're not going to get an update. Like, this event is pretty much done. I think in a week it'll be over. Because it's been like a month-long spanning event. It started off with Ursula and Gaston's own 2 separate events. And then now we got the Evil Queen and Snow White. Maleficent, how did Oogie get the fractured mirror to summon all these goons? It must have appeared to him here after I lost it. It's fine. A great sorceress like you doesn't need a broken mirror to make magic. Well, aren't you being suspiciously flattering? Belle, isn't it? Huh. I know they interact in the newest chapter too, which is interesting, I guess, that they keep that storyline going, but... So the event is almost over. Again, this Snow White set of levels will be the last part of it. And then I would imagine they're going to shuffle back to an old one. We haven't seen Mickey or Hades for a while, so it's entirely possible that one of their events comes back. Which in that case, again, I don't know if I'm comfortable spending my orbs yet. I don't know, I shouldn't be too hasty with it, I guess. But I have been earning them pretty quickly, I feel. So maybe I should just not worry too much. It's still a little... It's always a gamble. But regardless, the point of me bringing that up was... I don't think we're going to be seeing new characters quite yet. I'd say either towards the end of March or early April. Seems to be a pretty good time in between characters. It's weird because the Evil Queen and Snow White were added like very early in the month, but they weren't like so openly available until just a couple of weeks ago. So, I mean... That's an interesting way to do it, and I wonder if they're going to continue to do that with future characters, and if that allows them to get with the future characters more ready, so that when the other characters release, it feels like there's less time in between. It kind of had that effect, and if that's what they're going for, I think it's a pretty good way of doing it. I really like the changes they've been making to the way they release stuff. It kind of feels like they're experimenting a little bit. which I think is good. And the experiments are going well, in my opinion. I think if they, I don't know, because now I'm like, I like the way they're doing it. I hope they don't experiment away from this. Rapunzel, can you wait up for us, please? How does Oogie have the crystals he needs to summon all these fractured? Well, I have a huge pile of them in my office I've been meaning to send to Mickey, but, you know, paperwork, bureaucracy, blah, blah, just never got around to it. Yes, what an inconvenience that would have been. What? The story is so strange to me. It's going to be the last level we play, I'm pretty sure. Because I don't have enough time to get through all of them, so we'll save the last couple for the next time we try it, hopefully. It'll be about 3 levels. Bam. Ah, here's Ariel. Speak of the devil. I hope you enjoyed my showcase of the Snow White's event. Again, I try to play through all of the events because right now the game is not out yet widely, so that might be the only way you're able to see these kinds of things. And if you wanted to see what the Snow White event was like, well, now you got the chance. I know it wasn't all that exciting. It would be more exciting if I had a character to showcase alongside it, which is what I usually try to do, but still, it was fun to do, and it got me the chance to play through some more of this Chapter 5, which was pretty important. Again, it's a good way to get some more orbs, which I need to get more characters, so kind of works out. That makes me kind of want to just play through all the story so I can get everything. But I feel like it works well for showcasing stuff too. I don't know. I pretty much showcased all the story on the channel, so it would feel weird to suddenly not. I've been doing a good amount of Mirrorverse lately. I haven't had like Sorcerer's Arena to, like, I haven't gotten a lot of videos from it, so kind of leaning back on the other series to keep my daily schedules going. Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. Oh yeah, one last thing. What's that sound? Oh yes, it's silence. We seem to have lost the noisy one. Rapunzel's run off ahead by herself. Not exactly a sound strategy. I'll follow her. She won't be hard to find. She leaves a trail. Yeah, I remember that part of the story as well. And then you kind of go off on that side mission. And he tells her, you gotta be part of the team. And she goes, okay. So yeah, a few more levels plus this side thing, which I forgot about. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon, probably when the next new event comes out, or if I decide to get like Hades or Mickey or something. We'll see. Goodbye.